Hello and welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events. The cold is here, and I think that we're going to continue to see reinforcing shots of very chilly air. And the thing that everybody's talking about is the weekend. And as I've been telling you, I really don't think this is going to be much, if anything, but we all know that the first time flakes fly in Arkansas, it can be a big deal. And yeah, I'm not even going to rule out a couple of snowflakes here and there on Thursday. A flurry or two, no big deal. But I think that the thing to watch is Saturday afternoon and evening into Sunday, where there's going to be a weak system. And as I've been stressing, I think it's northern Arkansas that has the best chance for seeing any flakes fly. And I also think that the event is going to be light and fast moving. But if you've been here on the Arkansas Weather Blog here lately, you know that I've been showing you the new high-resolution global forecasting system, GFS, or I should say the higher resolution. There's the operational GFS, which we've been using for years and years and years, and it has a resolution of 27 kilometers. This one gets it down to 13, so almost cuts it in half, and it's theoretically that's supposed to make the forecasting better with the global forecasting system so that it competes with the known superior model, the European model. That's not always the case, but it is a step in the right direction. And I'm going to show you that it's still experimental and it's not operational, but it's out there to watch. And it has been showing a different solution compared to the operational GFS. I'm going to show you that as well. But again, very cold stuff. And what you're looking at here is the GFS. The black lines, those are isobars, lines of equal barometric pressure. You see low pressure out here in New Mexico, and also off the coast, the southern coast of Texas starting to form. But this is Saturday morning at 6 a.m. The blue is showing you snowfall. And remember, this is not showing you what radar is going to look like at 6 a.m. What this is showing you is the precipitation over the previous 6 hours. 6 hours? Yes, over the previous 6 hours. So it's showing some light to maybe even some moderate snow here in portions of Oklahoma and Kansas. Now, during the day, you're thinking tailgating. It's been very insistent with this wave of moisture coming through here. And this is from 6 a.m. to noon on Saturday. And it's showing some light snow flurries or light snow showers moving through northern Arkansas. See that red line? That's the 32-degree line. So everything north of that is at freezing or colder. I think most of the Razorback game, by the way, in Fayetteville is going to be below freezing with wind chills well into the 20s. The blue line is the 35-degree line. So anything south of that is above 35 degrees, obviously. So this takes us into between noon and 6 p.m. on Saturday. Remember, computer models are never perfect, but it does show snow during the afternoon in northern Arkansas, maybe even some sleet pellets here. Now, the temperatures do start to drop during the late afternoon, as you would expect. The sun sets and is down by 6 p.m. now. But the 32-degree line, it's not into Little Rock yet, but through Conway, according to this model. Again, it's not a forecast. It's just a model. It's just guidance. The peach, that's maybe an area of some light sleet. And again, it's fast-moving. And then this is between 6 p.m. and midnight Sunday, and it still continues to show some light snow across northern Arkansas. And there's another reinforcing shot of some very cold air and maybe another wave of moisture coming in on Sunday, according to this model. You see this? It's got it snowing in Dallas on Sunday. So I'm not ready to buy this just yet, but it's something to watch. And then it starts to move it out of here on Monday, and then the cold air starts to settle in. For some reason, you're going to see this. It's missing one of the panels here. Anyway, so what about temperatures? Let's take a look at these temperatures for the week here. And what we're looking at here are just off the surface. These are snapshots, so it's not showing you highs or lows. It's showing at 6 a.m. and at certain periods what the temperatures are going to be. Let me back this up a little bit. Here's Thursday. What it's showing here is basically on Thursday at 6 p.m. it's 31 degrees in Little Rock, 23 degrees up in the northwest corner of the state. Southern Arkansas is in the mid-30s. Friday morning, it takes Little Rock down to 25 degrees. Getting close to records, not breaking records, but getting close to records. And by 6 p.m. on Friday, it's 31 degrees again. Let's go to, this is Saturday morning at 6 a.m., 28 in Little Rock. The whole state's in the 20s, except for some 30s across eastern Arkansas. And then by 6 p.m. on 6 p.m. on Saturday, this is what I'm talking about. It's got temperatures here in Fayetteville in the mid and upper 20s, actual air temperatures. So I really think most of the game, in fact, all of the game should be played with temperatures below freezing with even colder wind chills. And it's 34 degrees here in Little Rock, 35 Monticello, 35 El Dorado. And then as we go into Sunday morning, you see this cold air really starting to come in again. Sunday morning at 6 a.m. And then this is Sunday at 6 p.m., 35 in Little Rock. And I just have a hard time believing the actual air temperature is in the teens. That's what it's showing, which would be that'd be 30, 40 degrees, 40 degrees below the average, at least, right around there probably for Northwest Arkansas. That's just amazing to see that. And I think what the model here is looking at, it's actually seeing snow on the ground. So for this to verify these temperatures, there would have to be snow on the ground, I think. So I just have a hard time believing that right now. We'll see how that pans out. This is showing on Monday morning at 6 a.m. teens, widespread, near record-breaking lows here in Little Rock. So like I've been telling you, it may not be this cold, but it's going to get even colder next week. Wind chill values. Let's just jump ahead. Wind chill values at the game in Fayetteville to start the game off, 23 to 24 degrees. So not much further, not much lower than the actual air temperatures. Let's go into Sunday morning. It's showing wind chills well into the teens. Look at this, below zero up into Kansas. I mean, this is just phenomenal. This is late Sunday, single digits, some single digits starting to show up in Northwest Arkansas. Single digits widespread wind chill values across western and northern Arkansas on Monday morning. Now let's look at the, let me scoot this over here. This is the actual operational GFS. And there are differences with that snowfall forecast. This is for the weekend. This is why I'm not sold on the event. This is between 6 a.m. Saturday and noon Saturday. Notice it does have the snow, but it's further towards the north. It's light and further towards the north. Now remember, the experimental GFS has it further south and more widespread, I should add. But by noon to 6 p.m., there's the snow across northern Arkansas. And see that peach? That's some sleet. Now the temperatures here, I would expect that there could be some very minor accumulations, especially on grassy surfaces, if this were to verify where these temperatures are 32 degrees or colder. But between midnight and, between 6 p.m. and midnight, it's showing some sleet in central Arkansas. And then it's out of here by Sunday. And there's that additional wave of moisture. This is a little bit slower with it on Sunday, and it affects southwestern Arkansas, and it's not as intense. It's a little bit warmer than the experimental GFS. So there you have it. I've talked way too long. I told you this cold would be bold. This is, I feel like that we just jumped from fall to January just like that. It's really amazing to see how this is all unfolding. And this is just basically the jet stream is highly amplified. It's where you get these huge ridges, and one is going all the way up into the Arctic across. It starts from the west coast of the United States on up into Alaska. And so what that does is that pokes the jet stream up into those cold regions and boom, delivers the cold air down south into our neck of the woods. So it's like a January forecast, and here we are in November. We just jumped straight from fall, where we remember we had almost 90 degrees like 2 weeks ago. Anyway, I'll keep you updated. Just in summary, I think that something is going to happen this weekend. I think it's northern Arkansas that is favored for some light wintry weather. Central Arkansas, I'm not going to rule it out. Saturday night into Sunday morning, sleet, maybe a little bit of light snow. I think we'll have some reports here and there, but I don't think it's going to be anything major. No need to run out to the grocery store. Not that type of situation. Light and quick moving. Thank you very much for coming to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events.